You're watching The Ugly Inside. Subscribe below.
Welcome to our big match preview. Enormous match on Wednesday. Probably the biggest game in our recent history. Saints travel to Anfield with a 1-0 advantage. Do you want me to look ahead to the big game? I'm with Chris from the Redmen TV. How you doing, mate?
I'm not too bad. I've been better with regards to the football and stuff, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm a little downtrodden. I'm not normally used to this. I'm an optimistic kind of fan. So, yeah, don't feel great about it.
Of course, you're coming in off the back of the result of the weekend against Swansea at home. You know, very unlikely victory. But, do you think we're going to see a similar performance? Did Klopp rest a few players looking ahead to the semi-final on Wednesday?
Nope. That was our pretty much first team, to be perfectly honest with you. And I think, judging by your reaction, you knew that. So thanks for that one. You've set me up big time there. I think there'll be one change, if I'm honest with you, and I think Joel Matip will come back in at centre-back. He's a guy who, I don't know whether you've seen in the news or anything about, he was called up for the Cameroon squad. He says he's retired. There was a big hoo-ha whether he's retired or not. We've missed him, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, he's our best centre-back. I think most teams would miss their best centre-back, and yeah, we've definitely missed him. But from an attacking sense, 2017 hasn't been our year. Liverpool fans are very accused of saying it's our year all the time. 2017 definitely hasn't been our year so far.
Well, of course, Steven Gerrard came back to the club as well. Do you think he will lift the club going into the semi-final? Obviously, you've been there more times than us. It's probably a bigger game for us than it is for you.
It's relative, isn't it? I think, you know, when you look back over the history of these clubs, potentially, yeah, you know, but you've got to live in the here and now as a football fan and as a football player and as a football team. So right now, this is the biggest game in our season, you know, and I'm sure that's exactly the same for Southampton. And I'd be gutted to find out that the Liverpool players didn't think it was the biggest game of the season. I'd be fuming because it's massive. You know, you want to get to finals, you want to win cups. You know, we never won a trophy under Brendan Rodgers. We didn't win one under Roy Hodgson. We won a League Cup under Kenny Dalglish. But you know, Liverpool and you know, we always think that we exist to win trophies, and we've not done enough of that over the last 5 years. So it's a massive game for us, mate. Massive.
Well, you mentioned a couple of managers there. No trophies under Hodgson, no trophies under Brendan Rodgers, but also no trophies under Klopp so far. He's always lost in the finals.
Yeah, no, look, we got to 2 finals, obviously. Hopefully we'll have learned from that. I think Dalglish did win us the League Cup, in fairness to him, and it wasn't enough to keep the job because the league form was so bad. But it's a big game for Klopp because he's been we went to 2 finals last season, and one of the things that levelled us him is he's lost a lot of finals that he's been in as a manager, and you know, he'll want to get that monkey off his back as well, won't he? And
in the early stages of the tournament, just like us, actually played a lot of youth team players towards the latter end of the tournament. He's going for it now. Do you think there's going to be a reaction on Wednesday?
Yeah, I think there has to be. You know, there's some Liverpool fans trying to organise a greeting of the coach like we did for the Europa League games last season, whereby, you know, Liverpool fans get to the grounds really, really early and we all meet outside the King Harry pub, and, you know, we basically, when the coaches come in, we're there with our flares and all of our pyro and all that type of stuff to try and G the team on, and also kind of put the jitters up the Southampton team. It's not a nice thing to come into when you see 5,000 people in the streets basically just go mental. And you know, we beat Villarreal before a ball was kicked because of that type of an atmosphere, and hopefully it'll be exactly the same against Southampton.
So you want to set up an intimidating atmosphere on Wednesday?
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be, hasn't it? You know, for me, I'd do it every game, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, the thing is, people don't have the time in their lives and all that type of stuff, but in a way it could work out better that we're 1 goal behind, because it kind of forces Klopp and the Liverpool fans into creating a special atmosphere that hopefully can go on and get our team a victory.
And I've been saying to our guys down at the, over the last couple of match days, you know, despite us winning 1-0 in the first leg, we can't be complacent because Liverpool historically are the kings of comeback.
Yeah, and you know, very good in this competition as well. I think we've won this competition more than any other team, and it looked kind of like we were going to be the kings of the comeback again at the weekend, and then what happened? You know, we let a third soft goal in from a a poor Swansea side if you look at the entire league so far this season. And I'd like to hope that there will be a massive reaction from the players. Jordan Henderson came out after the Swansea game and said that we're hurting just as much as you guys. We want a reaction from it. And I think if you look over the course of the season, maybe if you take the last week out of it, we have reacted to bad results. After the Burnley game, we went 14 games unbeaten when we got beaten by Burnley at their place. So we've got this in us. The problem that we've got at the minute is we've lost our little attacking flair, and it's because Sadio Mane's gone and we've not been able to replicate what he does for the side.
Okay, let's wrap things up then, mate. Give us a prediction. What do you expect from the game?
I honestly think we'll win 1-0, and I think we'll go through 2-0 after extra time. What about yourself?
Do you know what? I think that our game plan, we just need to score. I think what's going to happen is we're probably going to park the bus. Although it's not going to be pretty, I think a goal will enforce you into trying to go for it, and then hopefully might catch you on the counter attack and maybe nick another goal there. But we can play for a draw, but it's a dangerous game.
Yeah, well, look, it's a good game plan against Liverpool. I think whenever teams have parked the bus, we've struggled slightly, and because our attacking players haven't quite been at the races over the last couple of weeks, people have been having success, and I'd be surprised if it went any other way, to be honest with you. I think that's how you beat Liverpool at the minute.
Okay, mate, well, you've been great. Don't forget to check out the guys over on Redmen TV. Done a fantastic job over there. Subscribe to them if you haven't already. Chris, thanks for joining me, mate.
No problem. Cheers, mate.
And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more.